Hello, everyone. We have a special speaker announcement for the 2026 Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference happening April 27th and 28th at DeVos Place Conference Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Today, I'm joined by Zach Beach, CEO and partner at smartrealestatecoach.com. Zach is known for teaching creative financing strategies that help everyday investors buy real estate without relying only on traditional bank loans. He's also a best-selling author of Real Estate on Your Terms, New Rules of Real Estate Investing, and Sell with Authority for Real Estate Investors. Zach will be speaking Monday, April 27th at 2:30 p.m. Zach, thanks for joining me. We're looking forward to your session.
Brian, I am super excited to come out there to Grand Rapids, Michigan. I've never been there before, but I know it's going to be an amazing event.
Tell our listeners and our audience, why they should come hear you speak and what your topic is going to be.
As we all know, the current market, has brought a lot of challenges for the everyday real estate investor. Higher interest rates, properties are sitting on the market longer, properties aren't always appraising. And as we look at this nationwide, the need for creative financing, which me and my family have been specializing in for over 12 years, is at an all-time high because there are certain problems that the traditional market can't solve right now. And the everyday investor is needing to put down a significantly more amount of money for higher interest rates, which are not bringing in good profitable deals anymore. So the strategies in which we're going to talk about are going to show you how to buy real estate without banks, without personally signing and guaranteeing debt, and without putting down large down payments, which puts you in the position to be a problem solver now that can really execute on a high amount of real estate deals right now, creating significant profits.
Alternative sources of financing and ways to take down deals. It's always great to learn what those options are. When you look ahead to the market in 2026, how do you see that affecting your strategy? And, are there any technological advances with AI or anything that's going to affect it as well?
When we look at looking forward at these real estate transactions, the market continues to scream that they need creative financing. So again, I've been doing this for about over a decade now, and I have seen more creative deals happen in the last 12 to 18 months. So it's a significant increase since prior. And now I only see this drastically increasing further because we don't see, when we look at the forecast, that interest rates are going to significantly drop and go back to pre-COVID or COVID. So that continues to scream that the sellers out there, people that currently are trying to sell their property on the traditional market, expired listings are at an all-time high. You have people that are trying to maximize their actual sale of their properties, and they're not getting them right now. Average across the United States is somewhere around 93% of asking price is what they're receiving. And then you have your traditional or your common challenges, death, divorce, relocation. There are always going to be people that are going to need alternative options in order to get what they want in life when it comes to being a seller. And then honestly, where we really thrive is one of our major exit strategies, which is selling on rent to own, which I believe is the most misused, misunderstood, and untapped markets out there when it comes to these buyers. It's roughly 82% of the people that want to become a homeowner cannot walk into a bank and get a loan. So we don't foresee that changing at all either, considering in America, it's roughly 70% of Americans have a 650 credit score less. So I kind of wrap this whole thing up in a bow. I only expect our strategies to drastically increase over the next, say, 12 to 18 months. So the timing is absolutely perfect when we're meeting here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, because these strategies are not just going to be used in 2026, but you're going to be able to utilize these strategies for coming years, for sure.
That's great to hear. And, timing does seem pretty good for your strategy. Last question for you, Zach. What is your favorite hack, tool, or app?
I would say that it's pretty simple when it comes to how to generate more deals. So when we talk about hacks, I think the best use case for anything is really utilizing virtual assistants when it comes to your business. Now, I know this isn't something out of left field, but I think a proven virtual assistant that can generate deals and that can be replicated over and over and over again is always going to produce an amazing business. We've been able to build these businesses on virtual assistants. And then as technology continues to roll through, I'm sure we'll start to see, because I have some good friends of mine that are developing these AI virtual assistants. I'm sure we're going to start to see that come down the line. But building rapport and building relationships either over the phone or in person is the number one tool in my opinion to be able to consistently bring in real estate transactions. And I think that's super, super important. And I really want to hit on this too as well. So not only do we buy creatively, and I mentioned, but we also sell creatively. So when you come to my speech or the workshop where they're going to run there, I'm going to train and show you guys how to create consistent multiple streams of income with our federally trademarked 3 payday system. Because when you're buying in these other strategies, traditionally wholesaling or fix and flipping or rentals, you're only tapping into one income stream. And that's where, quite honestly, people get afraid of these markets. But if you have multiple ways to buy real estate deals and multiple ways to sell them, and you're creating multiple streams of income on each and every deal that you do, well, it creates not only a cushion for you, but it also has the ability to drastically scale this over time as well, because you're not starting from scratch every single year that you're investing in real estate. So by coming to that session, you're going to learn how to create those multiple streams of income. And I know you can either make this your first real estate transaction and getting into deals a little to no money down, but you can also currently add this on to your current business, because then that's going to give you additional pathways and additional income streams. That way you're set up for the next 3 to 5 years.
Zach, you're going to be speaking Monday, April 27th at 2:30 p.m. And this is at the 2026 Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference, which is happening April 27th and 28th at DeVos Place Conference Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan. To learn more, you can go to MidwestREIConference.com to find out more about our speakers and also to register. We look forward to seeing you there. And Zach, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Brian.